Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Average Joe's Podcast.
We could play dodgeball.
The official podcast of the NCDA.
You want to know what's sad? 6 grown men playing dodgeball.
From previewing games to talking about the issues, we've got you covered.
You like it with those freaks over there in Loser Town, huh?
Now for the stars of our show. Here's your hosts, Zach Newton and Alex Heichelbeck.
Boys don't embarrass me too bad.
Well, we'll try our best.
In the opposite direction. Alright, so 3, 2, 1.
Hello, everybody. I am Zac Newton.
And I am Alex Heichelbeck.
And this is the Average Joe's Podcast. Coming to you live from Josh Raymer's fantastic kitchen here in Bowling Green, Kentucky. We're kicking off a new format of the show here. We got some new logos. We got some awesome voiceover that you just heard. Pretty sweet microphone. It's a little tiny blue ball. Wink, wink, hint, hint, nudge, nudge.
In addition to that, we're going to be having, as you mentioned earlier, we've got some new shirts that you can check out pictures of. There's going to be an upcoming Facebook group, and in addition to this, there's also some changes being made to the forums.
Yeah, lots of good stuff going on in college dodgeball land. We want to give a quick shout out to Lee Huber, the Hubster.
Yeah, don't know if anyone was listening at the beginning of the podcast there, but you'll notice that was no normal introduction.
Just going to throw this out there. If you weren't listening at the beginning, you probably missed something that's going to show up later. Because this is one of those podcasts where we start at the end and then cut to the middle. That's a plot development joke.
Oh, man. Sorry. Anyways, yes, big shout out to Lee Huber for doing the intro and also the outro for us. Excellent job. Really adds a lot to the podcast, I think.
Indeed. So Alex, why don't you tell the folks at home a little about yourself?
Well, I'm currently a senior at Western. Been on the dodgeball team for, I guess, a year and a half now, even though I was only, I guess I've been red-shirted for the past year. Took a trip to Japan, did some studying over there, just branching things out. So now I'm back to it, looking forward to a new season, looking forward to the new podcast, and it's all good. How about yourself?
Well, I got pretty much pulled into this whole podcast deal at gunpoint. Raymer had me announcing a dodgeball game, the big giant head over here to our right. You can't see him at home because he's that cool. But he's here. He's the producer for the operation. He drafted me into announcing a dodgeball game, and apparently he thought I was so funny. He decided to keep me around for the podcast. So hopefully we can keep it light, keep it interesting, keep it dodgeball.
That's our plan. So quick overview of what we've got going today. We're going to be going over some of the teams this year, returning teams, some new teams, and unfortunately some teams no longer with the league.
Indeed. We're going to be covering the great state of Michigan, the land of a lot of lakes and former automobile companies. All kinds of good stuff happening in Michigan in dodgeball.
We're also going to be talking about what I believe we've termed the Western expansion of dodgeball.
It's like Pioneer times, but with big rubber balls.
It is indeed. We're moving out of the breadbasket and off towards the West Coast, and we're going to be doing some quick coverage of that, and discussing what the expansion of dodgeball could mean for the league and, I guess, for the sport in general.
And we've got a phone interview with the captain of Michigan State University's team and longtime listener Ian Childs. We're going to get his opinion on a few matters. I'm excited.
I'm excited.
I'm as giddy as a schoolgirl.
As am I.
All right,
let's get into it.
Let's move right on. This is Average Joe's Podcast.
Except for the two just ridiculous outbursts.
That was actually
We need to have a disclaimer at the beginning, like, y'all really didn't understand this. It's just like, not written down.
If we scripted it, it would be lame.
Oh, it would, but like, the land of the many lakes. Former automobile companies. Recession joke.
just kind of all facets.
We're just...
And this is the Average Joe's Podcast. Coming to you live from Josh Raymer's fantastic kitchen in Bowling Green, Kentucky. We're kicking off a new format of the show here. We got some new logos.
I think I stepped over once.
Awesome voiceover that you just heard.